Hello my friends, in today's video we will take a look at the unboxing of iPhone 13 Pro, and I would also like to share my first impressions and thoughts about this interesting device. This year I have decided to get the silver version with 512GB of storage. I've had the space gray and gold version the previous 2 years, and the light blue isn't really my thing, so silver it is. It will probably be very difficult to film, but I hope that I will somehow manage. The unboxing is very straightforward. There is no wrapping foil this year, which is completely fine by me. The box is very thin because, well, there isn't much in it. The iPhone sits right on the top. There is no foil on the back side, so you just need to peel the white sticker from the front side, and that's the unboxing. Besides the iPhone, you will also get 1 meter Lightning to USB-C cable, some paperwork, and an Apple sticker. What you will not find in the box is the charger. 13 Pro probably supports 20-watt charging, so you might want to get one of these. My very first impression is that the iPhone 13 Pro feels incredibly solid and premium. It is a little bit thicker because of the larger battery, but that is hardly noticeable. Apple still uses stainless steel instead of aluminum, which is a very nice touch in my opinion. The silver frame creates a nice contrast with the black front side, and the whole combination looks great in my opinion. I also like the contrast between the white or silver backside and the black lenses. I wasn't sure about the silver or realistically white version, but now I am very happy with this choice. The camera unit is not exactly subtle, but it also doesn't look disturbing in person. It is a lot bigger than on 12 Pro, but it is still acceptable in my opinion. Importantly, there are some big camera hardware updates inside of the camera bump. I greatly appreciate that we can finally have the best iPhone camera setup in a smaller 6.1-inch Pro version. The cameras are probably the most important upgrade this year. We have larger sensors, better lenses, and all of the upgrades from previous iPhones such as the Pro RAW or Dolby Vision. I have taken a couple of sample images, and it seems that the hardware upgrades will indeed translate into very good camera output. Computing photography can only go so far, so at some point the manufacturers have to increase the sensor size. I am very glad that Apple has stayed with 12 megapixel resolution on all cameras instead of chasing pointless resolution increases. I will make a dedicated 13 Pro camera review very soon, of course. The display has also been significantly improved. It is still a 6.1-inch 460 ppi display, but the refresh rate is now 120 Hz. The difference actually is visible in some situations. Especially the scrolling is a lot smoother in some apps. The peak brightness in SDR is also increased from 800 nits to 1000 nits. HDR peak brightness is still 1200 nits. Another big change is the smaller notch. It is definitely noticeable, but I think that the software is not ready for it yet. I think that it has a lot of potential for stuff such as showing battery percentage and so on. The display is great overall. It is an excellent OLED panel with great contrast and brightness as well as the colors, so I have nothing to complain about regarding the display. 13 Pro features the new A15 SoC. To be honest, I wasn't able to test it that much yet, but it obviously manages all of the usual tasks with no issues. It is still a 5nm SoC, and it will definitely have an abundance of power. Pro versions also have one extra GPU core. The difference in user experience in comparison to 12 Pro obviously won't be huge, but it is more noticeable than between 12 Pro and 11 Pro. That smaller notch and 120 Hz screen make a difference. Some of the rumored features, such as always on display or fingerprint sensor, were not introduced, so maybe next time. Fortunately, portless iPhone was also a fake rumor. 13 Pro still has a good old Lightning port. It is not USB-C, but it is better than nothing. The battery life should also be noticeably better, so I will also test that and I will let you know in my full review. Much like the previous iPhones, 13 Pro is anything but cheap, although considering that it has those larger camera sensors, I'm kind of glad that Apple didn't increase the price even more. Besides the iPhone 13 Pro, I also got this clover green MagSafe case, which looks really good in combination with that black and white camera unit. These MagSafe cases are very high quality, they provide very secure grip and they are pretty easy to install, so I'm happy with the case as well. To sum up, my first impressions of the iPhone 13 Pro are very positive. I think that this is one of the better iPhone Pro upgrades. 120Hz screen, smaller notch, and brightness increase are pretty noticeable. The biggest upgrade will be the cameras, so I'm really looking forward to testing the triple camera setup. One thing that I'm not that excited about is the iOS 15, mostly because it didn't really bring any highlight features, but there wasn't that much to fix this year. Fingerprint sensor of some sort would probably also be nice in these specific times. Despite that, I am happy with the iPhone 13 Pro and I am looking forward to using it more and making more videos about it. So that's it for this video, thank you for watching, I hope that you liked this video and that you have found it to be useful. Stay tuned for more videos and maybe consider subscribing if you don't want to miss my future content. I appreciate your feedback in form of thumbs up or thumbs down. If you would like to ask anything or share your opinion, please do so in the comment section and see you next time.